Assalamu alaikum students and a very good morning to all of you. Today we are going to read our fourth chapter in a textbook, The Language Expedition for Class 7, and the name of the chapter is The First in Her Field. This is the fourth chapter in our syllabus that we are going to do today. First of all, we will read the whole chapter and I will explain the whole chapter to you guys, and then we will write down the words explanation. Some of the words are mentioned here already, and if there is any other word in the chapter, so you guys will underline that, and I will tell you the meanings of those words. I have already read the chapter and underlined those all words which I feel are difficult for you. So after that we will write down the question and answers that are mentioned on the page number 21, reading for understanding. This is the exercise. So there are the questions, from question A till question F. We will find out which question is more important and what should we do accordingly. So now we will read the chapter, and in this chapter there are so many things to do, like we will read the chapter, and by the end of the lesson the student should be able to understand key events achievement in Lieutenant General Nigar Johor's life, and the challenges faced by the women in leadership roles, and and we will infer the message of perseverance and resilience from the text. And later we will discuss about some notable Pakistani women like Fatima Jinnah, Benazir Bhutto, Arfa Karim and others, and we will discuss about their life and their achievements, and if any person, any of the student have some notable person in their family also, they can also share their ideas. And we will discuss the field and achievements. We will discuss the hurdles that came into the path of Lieutenant General Nigar Johor, and we will read all the paragraphs. I will read the text aloud and ask you students to repeat the difficult words, and we will discuss the decisions that help in her success, and how her achievements challenge traditional views of leadership. And I will ask you later which challenge do you think was the hardest for her, like the difficult challenges and the different challenges. So what was the hardest for her, and how does her story change the way we think about women in leadership? And lastly, we will summarize responses on the board as key ideas rather than full answers. And finally, the students will complete the reading for understanding, the questions in their notebook, and lastly, I will ask you to read the whole chapter, and I will write down some words to answer them in your own words in your notebooks. So do your work properly, neatly, and let's start now the chapter. People often follow in the footsteps of their parents when they choose a career. Lieutenant General Nigar Johor is one such case as Abdul Qadir. Her father, he was an army colonel, and her uncle was also in the armed forces. When Johor, the eldest of 3 daughters, was born, the family lived in Panchpir village, district Sawabi in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province. Sadly, General Nigar Johor's parents and 2 sisters died in a car accident in 1990. From a young age, Nigar Johar wanted to be a doctor. In order to achieve this goal, she knew she would need to do well at school. She went to Presentation Convent Girls High School, Rawalpindi, for her early education. And unlike many other people, Johar has continued to study alongside her chosen career for much of her adult life. Johar has been in Pakistan Medical Corps for more than 40 years, and her career has had many different stages. The first step was signing up as a cadet in Army Medical School in 1981 and completing 5 years of training. Next, Johar was commissioned as a captain doctor in 1985 and began her military services. And subsequently, she continued to be promoted through the ranks, steadily moving through the positions of major, lieutenant colonel, colonel, brigadier, and then major general. To date, only 3 women, including Johar, have reached the rank of major general. However, Johar's career did not stop here. In addition to all those achievements, she went on to become the first woman in the history of the Pakistan Army to reach the rank of Lieutenant General. She remains the only female 3-star general in the forces. The title of Johar's current role in the army is Sergeant General. To qualify for this role, Johar continued to study at a high level while serving in her post. During the COVID-19 pandemic, she managed the biggest military hospital in Pakistan, which had the responsibility for caring of patients with the coronavirus. Her commanding role in the hospital has been praised. Johar talked about her experience of being in the army positively. She says that it has been rewarding. However, in an interview in 2020, Johar explained that she has faced some challenges as a woman in her career. Initially, her father, who had been an officer and a great gunner, did not think she should be in the army. She had to convince him to accept her decision before she joined. Today, as a successful female role model, Johar encourages other women to lead, saying that they should utilize their mental strength and endurance to do so. So this is all about the chapter of Lieutenant General Nigar Johar. So there is a question mentioned here. How many women have reached the rank of Major General? Discuss Johar's career briefly. So we will discuss the career of Nigar Johar briefly while we are doing the question and answers. So there are some important words that we have to answer the meanings of and explain the meanings of these words, like significant, remarkable, rewarding, subsequently, steadily, praised, convince, utilize, and endurance. These are the words. We will write down the meanings of these words. And there is the question. So there are the questions. We will write down some questions like what is the title of Lieutenant General Nigar Johar's current role in the army? So the title of Johar's current role in the army is Sergeant General. Question A, what do you think inspired Johar to join her father's line of work? People often follow in the footsteps of their parents when they choose a career. So do Johar. So Johar did the same thing. So there is the question C. What is significant about Lieutenant General Johar becoming a Lieutenant General? So the significance is that she is the first and the only female 3-star general in the forces. Next is the question, who did not want Lieutenant General Johar to join the army? Her father did not think she should be in the army because he think that it's a male-dominated society, male-dominated field. So he was not ready for this. So is the last question. In an interview, Lieutenant General Johar said that she faced challenges on account of being a woman. Can you think of a few? So there are a few challenges. She broke into male-dominated field like army. She convinces her father and also shows that it's possible to break barriers and achieve great success. So this is the all about the question and answers. This was the thing. So there are some words you have to make the sentences of these words. Like these are the words which are career, subsequently, and history, and convince, successful, and utilize. You have to make the sentences of these words and use your own words. In your own words, do not copy to other students. Every student should make their own sentences. I will check the copy and do your work neatly, clearly, put the right margin, put the right date, and proper index. So this is all about the chapter number 4, which is the first in her field. Okay, so there are so many women in Pakistani leading society. They are very much familiar to us, like Arfa Karim, like Benazir Bhutto, like Fatma Jinnah. They established themselves in their field in a best way. They show that women in the leading role is possibly a successful one, and they join their field and they reach on the top level. So this is all about the chapter. So if there is anything, if you want to ask me anything about the if you do not understand what I said, so let's discuss. You can ask me personally, and this is all about the chapter. So thank you very much, and do the work properly. Thank you so much. Bye bye.